Titans Today is presented by Aura, a all-in-one digital safety tool. If you go to aura.com/chatsports, you can get started on your 14-day free trial. With that, we get into today's show. Welcome into Titans Today. I am Will Scott, and my oh my, do we have some juicy rumors to discuss, starting with the potential of OBJ coming to Nashville. Now, before we get into that, and John Morant's recruiting, by the way, we are last in our like challenge this month. So go down, like the video. We're trying to catch up. Let's show our bosses here at Chat Sports what Titans Nation is all about. Go down, like this video. Now, we start with this rumor. This coming in from NFL Rums. Report, John Morant has been recruiting Odell Beckham Jr. to come to the Titans. Now, everybody stay calm. This does not mean that OBJ is coming to Tennessee, but this is potentially a significant development. John Morant, OBJ, they're good friends. They were hanging out. NFL Rums reporting that Ja has been recruiting OBJ to Tennessee, and they were even doing the gritty together. So I am told by producer Jack Lauderay that I have to gritty now. So here goes nothing. How about that? So I want you to go ahead, grade the gritty. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. I don't know if I can gritty as good as OBJ and those LSU guys. LSU invented the gritty, by the way, I'm pretty sure. But go down in the comments. Let me know what you think of my gritty. A, B, C, D, or F. Taking a look now at the Titans wide receiver room, and it certainly appears that Tennessee could use some help at wide receiver. Robert Woods going to be probably the top wide receiver. You drafted Treylon Burks, but you traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia, and you cut Julio Jones. So they definitely need, I think at least, to bring another wide receiver in, because it's no secret that this wide receiver room needs help. In fact, we've talked about the last couple weeks here on the channel. If the Titans should go out and sign a wide receiver in free agency, OBJ arguably the top wide receiver left that is a free agent, it might make some sense to bring him in. Now, what is your one-word reaction to this rumor about the Memphis Grizzlies superstar, John Morant, recruiting OBJ to Tennessee? I want to hear from you. Go down in the comments section. Let me know. It's the pinned comment on today's video. So when an ad break comes, go down. Let me know what you think. My one-word reaction is needed. First of all, you need OBJ in a Titans uniform. It would be awesome if you could get OBJ. Look at what he did for the Rams last season. 48 receptions, 593 yards, 7 touchdowns. After he appeared to be washed in Cleveland, he goes to L.A., helps the Rams win a Super Bowl. The Rams do not win a Super Bowl without Odell Beckham Jr. So now you have an opportunity to potentially bring him to a Super Bowl contender in Tennessee. And I understand that he's going to miss maybe half of the season after tearing his ACL in the Super Bowl. But the Titans are in a situation right now where they don't necessarily need to go out and sign a guy and have him be ready week 1. The Titans are going to be on top of the AFC South regardless if they sign OBJ or not. So let's say OBJ can come back week 9 and the Titans are 6-2 in a playoff race. That's going to be huge for Tennessee down the stretch. It's a loaded AFC, even after winning or even after becoming the number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs last year. I still think the Titans can improve, especially at the wide receiver position. OBJ is how you do that. Thanks, John Morant. We appreciate you. Would you sign OBJ? Type Y for yes or type N for no down in the comments section. Do you want the former Los Angeles Ram in Nashville? Before we get into our next story, I want to tell you a little bit about our sponsor, Aura. They're going to provide financial fraud protection, identity theft protection, online and device security. They're also going to protect your family, right? They have family plans that can protect up to 5 people. And in today's world, with all these hackers, with all these people trying to compromise your credit card, it's so important to shop, bank, and work online more safely and privately. How do you do that? With Aura. And you can start your 14-day free trial at aura.com/chatsports. That link is going to be in the comments and the description of this video. The John Morant OBJ rumor, not the only juicy Titans rumor emerging in the last day or so. Derrick Henry has returned to work. Let's go. During mandatory minicamp, he was not at OTAs. However, he is at minicamp. Spoke about a potential extension coming soon. Says he'd be open to it. Here's exactly what he said. It's always good to get a promotion at your job. I'm just trying to work through that. I'm currently still under contract. If that's what the future holds, that would be great. And my reaction to all of this is you need to extend Derrick Henry. He is undoubtedly the most unstoppable running back in this league. I mean, this is a freight train that is running at your defense each and every single week, and he has continued to be significant for this Titans offense throughout his entire career. Look at what he has done in the last 4 years. He has maintained extremely good numbers. He missed a pretty good portion of last season with that injury, but he still turns in a pretty good stat line. Here are the highest paid running backs per year. And if you were to extend Derrick Henry, he would go from 5th on this list to 1st. I think it would be somewhere in the $16 to $17 million range. He is still extremely talented. He continues to get better. He continues to be explosive and unstoppable. You absolutely need to extend Derrick Henry and pay whatever it takes to keep him a Titan for the rest of his career. Now, how much would you pay Henry per year? Let me know down in the comments. Keep in mind, Christian McCaffrey, the highest paid running back, it's $16 million per year. Want to get into this as well. CBS Sports released their top 100 players in the NFL list. So they ranked players 1 to 100. 3 players on the Titans were ranked in that top 100, and 1 was an honorable mention. Obviously, the Titans, a very good football team, have a lot of stars on that roster. Here are the Titans in the top 100. So my reaction to this is Derrick Henry should be higher. I mean, this is arguably the best running back in football. He belongs in the top 15, I think. And I understand that he did miss a lot of last season. Perhaps that's why he's 22nd. But I'm extremely confident that Derrick Henry is going to go out there and be a top 3 running back in the league again this year. Jeffrey Simmons also making the list out of Mississippi State. And when you look at him, he continues to get better and better. His career stats, first 3 seasons, 135 tackles, 13.5 sacks, 8.5 sacks last season. Last season, undoubtedly the best of his career, and I think Simmons is in for another really solid season in 2022. Now, go down and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. The more content that you get really kind of relates to the more subs we get. So help us out, and we will get you more content, I promise. Go down, hit that big red sub button right now. Kevin Byard, another guy we're going to get into, coming off of a really solid rookie season, 88 tackles, 5 interceptions. Now, when you look at Byard, he's out of Middle Tennessee State. He had 5 interceptions last season, and you know, as a safety, he's very, very good. He's very, very explosive. He's great in pass coverage, and he's also someone that I think is going to step up and emerge as a leader on this football team when he continues to, progress in his career with the Titans. I think that he absolutely belongs on that top 100 list. Now talking about Harold Landry, he was honorable mention, so he didn't quite make it on this list. But he did get paid this offseason after a stellar 2021 season. 12 sacks, 14 tackles for loss, 74 tackles. Those are his career stats, first 4 seasons of his career. I would have liked to have seen him on this list, but at least he got the honorable mention nod. So taking a look back, you got Henry at 22, Simmons at 31, Byard at 54, and Harold Landry is notable mention. This coming from CBS Sports' top 100 NFL player rankings. Now, who is your favorite player on the Titans? Is it a rookie? Is it a vet like Ryan Tannehill? Is it Derrick Henry? Go down in the comments section. Let me know who your favorite player on the Titans is.